Okay, should be good to go. It's been a while since I played Katamari. It's been about 13, actually it's probably been 14 days if I just checked my time correctly earlier. I had a couple things going on. Then I realized last time I streamed the game, I said something about having a Bomberman video up within the week. I think I said something like within the next week I'll have a new video up. And I realized it was a mistake to say that because I really should never I hate promising things, even though it's something that you kind of have to do in life. You don't need to promise things like that because obviously I never released a video. And I do feel a bit regretful about that. But the reason it wasn't out of laziness or anything like that. Let's see if the game is up. Yeah, there we go. It wasn't out of laziness or anything like that. The reason I didn't release a video is because I was pretty much 80% of the way done with it. And I thought to myself, I was like, huh. I really, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the way it is. Oh, I need to pause this a few times. It was supposed to be a review of Bomberman Generation on the GameCube. And something about it, I got pretty far into it. I edited about 20 minutes worth of gameplay, of audio. The entire script was pretty much done. I just had to record the outro. And then I was like, something about this isn't right. And you know, as I edit a video, I usually add in jokes afterwards. It's not all like a one and done thing. It's not that I write the script, I record the script, I edit it. It's a growing process. I'm not sure if this audio is too loud from the game. It's a working process. It's a constantly evolving process. And then something about it wasn't right. So I pretty much scrapped the entire thing. Okay, not really. I'm gonna try and still, wow. I haven't seen that opening before actually. I'm gonna still try and release a Bomberman video, and I'm gonna rework that entire video, but as of now, I kind of want to scrap everything I've done with it so far because it wasn't up to my standards, and I didn't want to release a video that I didn't like that much, really. Actually, it's not that I didn't like it that much. I really didn't like it at all. Not enough Pippa. I didn't include any VTuber references in this video. It's actually going to be completely vanilla, which I know is contrary to everything else I'm uploading, but I do want to try and diversify a little bit. But yeah, maybe you're right. So last time I left off, I did quite a few levels, a lot more than I thought actually. What's up? Make Pisces, make Gemini, and make Ursa Major. So I assume Ursa Major is kind of the intended stage, but for now I'll just do these side stages, which some of them I might rush through them if I don't enjoy them, and I'll explain why. What is it? There's something missing. Eureka, we have it. It's not fresh. This sky is spoiled already. It's not fresh at all. It's very ripe. This is not acceptable. Quickly, find some fresh fish on Earth. You got it, champ. So there's a few stages in this game. It's not this one, it doesn't seem to be. This seems to be another collect as many fish as possible stage. Not necessarily fish, but just a specific object. Happy birthday, thank you. It's not my birthday though. Hopefully you'll get it someday. Or I probably won't be streaming on my birthday though, but welcome. All cloudy like something you see on last week's fish. Feeling a bit more at home on Earth and starting to get a little complacent, are we? Getting a swelled head. Terrible. Get as many as you can and make as fishy a Katamari as you can for a beautiful Pisces for a super fab fresh sky. We order you to look at rolling with a fresh eye. Okay. I got it. He just called me a loser. So I did quite a few things in the past few weeks. Actually, so I worked on the video pretty heavily. I worked on it for about like 8 hours straight one day, and then another 8 hours in total like the next 2 days, and then yeah, I scrapped it. So yeah, it's a bit sad to have to get rid of something that you worked so long on, but it's necessary sometimes. I'm gonna lower the audio by a smidge. Sometimes it's important to know when to give up. Okay, not to give up. This just sounds terrible. When to rework things and kind of take a step back and realize what you've done so far isn't worth recovering. You should just start over. Have I eaten my daily egg? I have actually. I usually eat 3 eggs for breakfast. Because I can't really, you know, as I've started living alone, instead of having your mother cook you daily meals, which you take for granted for a lot of your life, then you start having to think, okay, what do I eat every day? And I kind of started, you know, over the few years, I've forgotten what I used to eat. I just don't even know what a regular breakfast entails. So I kind of just have like eggs or cereal, which is kind of sad. And to some extent, I think the milk affects me negatively as well. Not that I'm that lactose intolerant, but orally, which seems a bit crazy, but I feel like milk messes with my oral health. Okay, I'm really fucking this stage. Holy moly. You know, I had a quick recap on Katamari. If someone's coming in here and doesn't know what this is, or for future VOD watchers, if any of those exist, it's a game where you control the little prince and you just try and roll up things from Earth to turn them back into stars. That's pretty much it. There's a story, but it's not really much of one. Alright, gotta start with the small objects, so let's find stuff that's worth picking up. I also did a bunch of portfolio work for myself that I'm trying to get done. So actually, I'm trying to get into a position of a UX designer in the future when I get a job, hopefully. I graduate from university in about... I'll graduate in April, I suppose. That's I got 2 semesters left. And so I'm gonna try and go back to school this semester. The next semester I'll try and get an internship, but then yeah, I do want to get a portfolio for an internship soon as well. And I don't really have much to show. Not that I'm lazy or anything, although I kind of am. I try not to put too much effort into things unless I'm very passionate about them, which isn't really a good trait. But I was kind of mainly focused on graphic design my whole life. And then only recently, wow, I'm already halfway done with the time and I have nothing. Only recently have I considered this career shift, even though I never really started a career, so it's not really a shift, more just like a change in outlook. Because I realized, you know, I grew up a little bit. I'm like, wow, you know, the most important thing in this world might be money. It's kind of something a lot of people come to realize a lot earlier, I feel like. But anyway, okay, that's kind of, you know, a joke, sort of. But money is very important. And it's kind of the reason why a lot of people choose to be software engineers. And, you know, apparently graphic design doesn't pay very well. I mean, I always knew that, but I thought it might be fine. But I'm realizing now it might not be so fine. And I kind of wanted to step up a little. Go for something more difficult, more well-paying, I suppose. And I figure UX design might be that path because it still aligns with my interests. It's not so much graphic design, but it kind of includes a few of those, a few of like the work. How do I put this? There's a lot of carryover between the two, I suppose. Anyway, this was one of my least favorite tracks. I hate this children singing thing. But yeah, I've been trying to do a bit of work on that, and with school starting up soon, it's kind of stressing me out a bit. Not that school is really so difficult. It's actually probably going to be really easy as long as I put in the work. It always has been easy, but the only thing is I actually haven't been to university in about 1.5 years. Even though it's my last year, I took a break, so to say. Not willingly, it was unwilling. Not going to go into too many details, but that happened. So it's been a while, and it's kind of hard to get into the groove of things after you stop. You know, you've been going to school for, I've been going to school for, you know, 21 years of my, I mean, I wasn't going to school since I was born, but I guess so. You know, I was 21. I've been going to school pretty much my whole life, and then you just stop and you don't really do much for that period of time. You're like, what? I don't know how you go back from that into the workforce or the school force or whatever. You know, it's kind of the reason why people like DSP, Dark Side Phil, they kind of, you know, they stop going to work, and then they forget how to work. They can't reintegrate into society. Not that I think it's gonna happen to me. I'm very, very much over exaggerating, but it's I'm just worried about losing out on time to do other things like making videos, like working on my portfolio, most importantly, because once school starts, it's kind of going to be difficult to do that. I should have been working on it earlier. And I did work on it earlier, but it's still not up to snuff, which is the biggest issue. Wow, I really fucked this stage. I didn't do very well. Going for the engineering path myself, but I'm 12th grade. Most important thing in life is Ooey. I've actually never watched her. Probably just a few clips here and there, but I see her a lot on VT, and the posts there are very interesting. Am I feeling livelier? We'll take the fresh rainbow back. I do love her design though. Yeah, engineering's a good choice for sure. Any type of engineering, software engineering or mechanical engineering, I suppose. And yeah, so basically what I didn't expand on earlier is I kind of want to take UX design, then expand into, or I guess get promoted to a UX engineer at some point where, you know, after I'm secure, after I have a job, I'll start learning coding on the side. And UX engineering is basically front-end design, kind of just a fancy way of putting it, you know. Looks like a solid showing. 121, that's like a neighborhood fishing champ. Get out there and challenge yourself on the open sea. Forget the dinky neighborhood. You can do better, yes? You have more than this, yes? Alright, let's just release it into the sky. I accidentally skipped that last piece of dialogue, whoops. Pisces. It's the same cutscene every time. Also, over the past week, we had the Splatoon 3 demo. And it was very good. Now, just some history of me and Splatoon. I played Splatoon 1 a ton. Not as much as some people. But in Splatoon 1, I had about 1,500 hours in the game. And basically none of that was standby. None of it was just leaving the system on. I never really did that. 1,500 hours of a game. That's within the span of 2 years. That's an addiction. I played the game competitively too, and my team was pretty good at some point. In the West only, because Japan is always much better in video games, it seems like. Not really sure why. Actually, I guess in Smash and Melee they weren't better, but in Smash Ultimate it seems like Japanese Steves are kind of destroying everyone else. Anyway, how can this be? There's something missing. Aha! That's it, we get it now. It has no mystery. The sky has no mystery. It's so straightforward and easy to understand. That's important, of course, but just so boring. I'll tell you what's mysterious. Twins. What is with that connection? Is it telepathy? Do they have ESP? I've actually thought about that at some point in my life. You know, I have this very vivid memory of one of my like elementary school teacher, probably even, no, not even elementary, before elementary. I had this like teacher, and she said she was a twin. Then one day she was just like in like physical pain. She's like, oh, I know something bad happened to my twin. And then I think later she found out her twin got in an accident. It was in the hospital. It's like, I mean, I don't believe in, well, actually, I don't know. Do I have a twin? No, I don't. Your deficiencies aside, get as many twins as you can and make as twin-packed Katamari as you can for a beautiful constellation, for a super fab, wonderful sky. I also remember like some kids calling that teacher mom. You know, when you call a teacher mom in class, it's very embarrassing. Not really. You get used to it. We look forward to the result, Solitary Prince. Okay, so we gotta get twins, like these boots. Anyway, yeah, so the teacher was like, yeah, I just felt like my twin get hurt or something like that. And then they did. What's up with that? That's not, I mean, honestly, I've had quite a few, I don't know what to say, not spiritual, a few just weird shit happening in life. And you kind of at some point you have to wonder, I guess not everything's explained, and I'm sure it's not. I mean, for one, basically, I get my most what? I feel like dreams alone, they kind of justify thinking about spiritual things. The word isn't spiritual. I can't think of the word right now. Just dreams alone, the fact that they happen to so many people and they're just so fucked. And sometimes people have prediction dreams. It's not the word, but you know, I've had those too. dreams where you like think of something or see something and then it happens later in the future, out of your control too. It's not like, oh, I went to the store and then I went to the store in my dream and then the next day I went to the store. Not like that. Like people saying things or deja vu and stuff like that. It's weird, and I think there's definitely more to it. But not to sound like a crazy person, I'm sure we'll find out what's up with those someday. So I gotta collect twins, right? Ah, there's nothing to find. So yeah, I played Splatoon 1 competitively, quote unquote, because the Western scene was nowhere near as competitive as the Japanese scene, and we were just babies to them. They still kind of are, even in Splatoon 2. There's quite a few Japanese teams that are very good and very few Western teams that are very good. Actually, for the Western teams, there's one team called Starburst, and they are above and beyond anybody else in the game in skill level. There's only one team that comes close to them, but those two teams, nobody else comes even close. I don't know how the gap is ever going to be closed, if anything. It definitely, what needs to happen is some new blood needs to come into the scene that is just, for some reason, mechanically gifted. I'm not finding anything in this stage. Nintendo hates. And Nintendo does a lot of dumb shit sometimes, but I'm nostalgia blinded. But yeah, I didn't play Splatoon 2 because I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't as fun as the first game to me. And the biggest reason is I was going through big periods in school. That I went to university, I traveled across the world. It just wasn't possible for me to play it, even casually, really. Because I never had stable internet connection, I suppose. But I played Splatoon 3, the demo. It was very fun, like extremely so. Although I did play it with a bunch of friends, and we were like in a group of like 12 people, 10 people on a call at some point, so that definitely played a big part. But the game itself, I was playing alone at some point too, just for like an hour. Even though I think I played like 10 hours in total that one day. Because the demo was only open for 12 hours. No, I didn't play 10 hours, that's too much. But maybe 8 hours, that sounds about right. So I'm definitely getting the game on release. And actually, because I have hacked my Switch in the past and got it banned because I was an idiot and didn't take the proper precautions, actually the biggest problem is I didn't read the instructions, and so I just yeah, I didn't feel like reading. I thought, I was like, okay, I'm good, and I wasn't. But I ordered the new Switch, and I actually ordered the Splatoon edition Switch because I really like that game. At least the first game. The second one, not so much. And it looks awesome. It hasn't arrived yet. It's not gonna arrive until the 4th, I think. No Amazon Prime, so it's gonna take a while. Am I big enough to get you guys now? Fuck these turtles! They really give you a ton of time for this stage though. What was it? It was like 11 minutes. I don't remember this one. I think when I first played through this game, I kind of didn't care much for these optional more objective oriented stages rather than just get to a specific size. I just didn't like them so much. I still don't really like them. I much prefer the stages where the objective is just to get as big as possible. Even though you're doing that here still, you're getting bigger, but nowhere near to the same extent as those. Look at these dancers. Those are onis. Oni? We'll never be able to pronounce Japanese correctly. Yeah, that was really fun. And the reason 3 is a lot more fun than 2 so far, even though the demo didn't have everything that's going to be in the base game. The biggest problem with Splatoon 2 is the special design of the game, or the ultimates, I suppose, is what you would call them in other games. A lot of them were focused on displacement, which is to say, whenever you use a special, basically its primary function was just to make the players on the other team move their position. Like, oh, you're in this position? Okay, I'll use my special. And essentially, unless you want to get yourself killed, you'd move to a different position. So it was just entirely a game of cat and mouse where somebody uses their special, you run away, you use your special, other team runs away. You're never allowed to play the game. You just gotta keep running from these like one-shot things that land in a specific area. It's really bullshit. Then there was one special called the Stingray in that game that was included in the base game and was never added to another weapon in the game about, you know, like 3 months into release. Okay, so the way Splatoon specials work, or the way Splatoon weapon kits work, is they're pre-assigned. You don't get to customize your loadout. So you have like one weapon that has a sub-weapon and a special weapon attached to it. You don't get to choose it. So this special weapon was included in like a few weapons on release and never added to any other weapons post-release, even though they released like 100 weapons post-release. Because the special design was broken, essentially what it did is it shot a laser through the entire map. It went through walls. Yeah, I guess that's all you need to say. It goes through walls. And it didn't do that much damage, but it's very terrible on modes where you need to control, like, I guess every single mode you have to control an objective on a specific area. And if you're able to use that laser on that one specific area in the last few seconds of the game, the other team has to get off the objective, and essentially that's a free victory if you're in the lead. It's a bit hard to explain if you never played the game before, but yeah, it sucks. And Splatoon 2 doesn't have, I mean Splatoon 3, I mean, doesn't have all that bullshit. It has one bullshit special that returned. It's the missile launcher. Although they nerfed it a little bit. Now I could go into the nerfs, but it won't make any sense to anybody that hasn't played Splatoon, so I'm not going to explain that, because they're very subtle nerfs. They're still probably going to be a bit fucked up. By the way, this special, the missile, wasn't included in the demo, so we weren't able to see how fucked it might make the game. We only know this because of data mines right now. Which, by the way, some people are streaming themselves playing hacked versions of Splatoon 3 right now on YouTube. I've seen them like on for days now with like hundreds of viewers, which is weird because usually Nintendo cracks down on that shit. I really can't climb up here? Dude, that should be possible. I'm losing everything. Okay, this is a way. This fucking sucks. Because usually Nintendo's on that shit, or maybe at least the Pokemon company is. Because if you stream Pokemon early, your account is terminated. It doesn't matter what website. Well, it does. They're not going to get you on maybe Dailymotion, I think. But YouTube, Twitch, you're gone. You hear Splatoon streams for days. Oh, fuck. And nothing. It's surprising. I haven't... Oh, God. This guy's faster than me. I only have 52 twins, which I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably not great. There's also going to be a bunch of like tiny things I need to pick up. See, here's the thing with these like objective stages, that I kind of ignore the tiny things even though they're just as important as the bigger things. So I gotta pick up all these small animals and small items because they're twins. Like, it's not just humans and animals. Like, a pair of boots counts as a twin in this stage. Or you see in the bottom left, it's a rooster, older brother. It said 9, younger sister. Oh shit. Everything's a twin. Besides everything I mentioned, I haven't really done much. I've been reading a lot of One Piece. I don't know how long it's been since I started, maybe a month. Actually, this is probably what's consuming most of my time. In a bad way. Even though the series is good, but holy shit. It's been like about a month since I started One Piece. And I've read about... No, not about. I've read 500 chapters. That's half of the series. And I think that's 10 years of chapters. Which is insane. I didn't expect to like it that much. And you know, I never read it before because I always thought the big anime... Well, the big three, at least in the West. You know, like One Piece... Bleach and Naruto, I guess. Is there anything else? But those seem like the correct ones. I guess Dragon Ball at some point, Pokemon, you know, all the shows that were mainstream that showed up on like cartoon channels when you were a kid. Like you watched them without knowing what anime was. That was your first introduction to anime. I never watched any of those shows. Well, besides seeing them on the television occasionally. I never read them, never watched them because I always thought they were... Well, I guess this is just a completely contrarian point of view. I thought they were popular because they were trash. I mean, you know, Makes sense, right? Lowest common denominator. I haven't read any of the others, but One Piece is very good. Mystery, beyond comprehension, a thing of wonder. We'll take the mystery rainbow back. Well, it's very good, but it's not like it's not incredible or anything. It's just straight up good. Oh, 69, very nice. 69 twins. They don't cater to a specific niche. Yeah, I suppose you could say that. But the thing about One Piece is I was surprised by the depth it had, even though it is, you know, aimed at a younger demographic, which can probably be said for the other shows as well, but I haven't seen them yet. I was gonna say yet, but I don't know if I ever will. I think I got spoiled on One Piece recently. I'm not gonna say what it is, which is unfortunate because, you know, throughout the years, throughout the entire time I've been alive, I'm sure I've seen One Piece spoilers left and right. Every single day a new One Piece spoiler, but I didn't have any context of the series until now, so none of it mattered to me. It went in one ear and out the other. But now that I'm actually reading it, I read something and I was like, oh fuck, well now I know exactly what that means, which is bad. And I can't get it out of my memory. But I actually don't know if it's real. It might have been a troll. But I'll find out. I'll probably finish the next 500 chapters in the next month. The real mystery is how you managed to get so few. What is it? Why? Roll up more mystery. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. We got 63%, which is very low. I thought I did a bit better than that because I didn't really see much, but I guess there was a lot of small objects. Nice. Redditors be like, nice. Alright, I'm skipping that. Sorry. It's the same cutscene every time, but with a different constellation. How do you not get spoiled? I guess just not being online at all. I got spoiled on Twitter. Even though I haven't been using Twitter for a very long time. I just got back into it recently. Not even got back into it. I just started browsing a bit more, even though before I was kind of... I guess I was going on 4chan a lot. That kind of replaced it for me. Drop my Annie list. Okay, I'll find it in a bit. I only have like a... Not only. I don't really record my manga on there. I think I only have like JoJo and Attack on Titan. Although I haven't really read many manga in my life. It does have like the 100 anime that I've watched though. To tell you the truth, we were also making a constellation. Ursa Major to be exact. A parent that leaves all the work to the child. That looks bad. Deadbeat, yes? Oh, a very nice Hololive reference. So we were finally done and then... the last one gets away. Okay, I think my mouth is dry. I need to get some water. I've been judged on my anime list a few times before, so I'm not so hesitant. I'm a bit hesitant to share. I think my friends saw that I think I had like Kiss X Sis on there. They were like, what the fuck? And yeah, I've seen Kiss X Sis. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I was like 13. I was probably a bit older. I was probably 15. But no, I wasn't. I was like 14. Yeah, that sounds about right. It was I just wanted to see what would happen, you know? I was interested in it for the plot, literally though. Just go roll me up one bear and roll up the present two. Okay, these are the stages that suck. I smell a bear. Bad bears. Hurry up and start rolling. Just one. That's all we need. One bear. We're just missing one last bear. Okay, I get it. So give us the largest bear you can find. We shall be patient for 10 minutes. Okay, these are the worst stages in the game. And when I played this game originally, I just pretty much skipped them entirely. So what you can do, or what you need to do, see, look at those tiny... Actually, I'll roll these. I'll just demonstrate. That was a tiny bear doll. And as soon as you pick up one bear, the stage ends. But your objective is to pick up the biggest bear possible. But there's so many of these tiny ones that if you accidentally touch them, the stage is over and you lose all your progress, which is pretty bullshit. There's a few stages like this. I'll actually attempt to get a big one. Even though it sucks, I got an achievement for that. It's good. So you don't actually need to do it. You can just do that and then, you know, you beat the stage. But I'm not okay with that. Well, now where is it? Only thing that deserves correction is not reading enough manga. Yeah, I really haven't. I've pretty much just seen. I've read all the JoJo's, Attack on Titan. I read Pun Pun. I've read a few more, but I really can't name them because I never wrote them down. I don't know why. Okay, we've read all this before. And now One Piece. All right, let's attempt this. Because yeah, you know, those small bears from earlier, if you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have even realized they were bears. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know I was big enough to carry that guy. And there's no replay level. Oh wait. Yeah, there's no replay level button. Fuck. There has to be a quick reset, but there isn't. Oh my god. Okay, I'll only give it one more shot. If that happens again, I'll just skip it. Did I say I read Pun Pun? Yeah. I honestly don't remember the ending to Pun Pun. I like One Piece, but the character heights are weird. Yo, what's up? What do you mean by that? You know, actually, in one of the... I actually just read a chapter earlier before I started, and it had it had all the other characters pretty much the same height as Luffy, and I was like, that's definitely not right. So, I don't know, are you saying they're not consistent? Because they probably aren't. But actually, what's really impressive about One Piece to me so far is the planning, it seems like, because with most manga that I've seen, sorry, not most manga, I haven't read much manga, most anime is adapted based on manga or light novels, but it seems like continually... Fuck! I saw it coming and I couldn't stop myself fast enough. That's it, I'm done. It seems like for most Japanese stories that are adapted in a format that like they run like week by week or month by month, there isn't a lot of planning. They kind of just do it as they go. They figure it out as they go. One Piece, like there's always something that's set up like dozens, maybe over 100 chapters in advance, and then it comes up later. I'm just like, wow, I forgot about that. Like JoJo, for example, there's a lot of Araki forgot moments, especially in part 8. Can I talk about how fucking much I hate part 8 of JoJo? It was so Kino at the start, and then it went to shit. Not to spoil anything, I just didn't like it. I don't think anyone really liked it. If you liked it, you're coping. The first half was really good. Second half, because it's a mystery, and a lot of the loose ends are left untied. A lot of retcons are made too, so for a mystery, that's really not okay. Anyway, yeah, that's what impressed me about One Piece. Ever been to Poland? We go there often. You hope you can visit during that day's rolling. Like that's possible. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. A royal present for the hardworking prince. That's what we were thinking while walking the dog. Couldn't help but throw it towards Earth. We suppose it was too much to expect the dog to go fetch that far. Must be around somewhere, so roll up while you're at it. Okay. This is a star stage, which is the main progression of the game. Today we'll be rolling around the world. Nice Daft Punk reference. A plump 6 meters. 12 minutes. Any longer than that, and even the king of all cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to a nice Katamari dim-wit, Prince. Oh, you've read them too, yeah. 7 is very good. It has a few retcons, but actually the final fight, or second final fight, I guess, that gets retconned pretty heavily. But I think it happens fast enough that it's not really too big of a deal. Besides that, it's very good, yeah. There's also another retcon that I won't mention, but I think it's done well enough that I didn't mind it, and you can actually like believe it to be part of the plot, honestly. Ow. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be a fun stage. Okay. Dad. I've been putting a few things off recently. I need to get my student ID card remade because it expires September. It expires tomorrow because, like I said, I was supposed to graduate in 4 years. It's turning out to be 5, so that needs to be reworked. And I use my student ID card to get into the school gym. And so I went the other day, even though I had a membership. I went, you know, scanned my card, and the woman at the front stopped me. She's like, "Hold on, there's a problem." I'm like, "What's up?" And she says, "It looks here like your gym membership was like you haven't had a gym membership since 2019. I'm like, "Okay, that's definitely not right." I came here yesterday. But she was really nice about it. She let me in and told me to call a number. She gave me a slip of paper, said call this number and try and figure it out. And I assume it has to do with my student ID expiring soon. It says it expires September, but it probably expired a few days before that. But I lost the piece of paper, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to call anymore. So I need to go back and ask for another slip of paper. I mean, I just need to go update my ID card, which I think they do nearby me. Also, this song is cool. It's a bit strange. Yeah, it has kind of like, yeah, like the King's theme in it. You can hear in the background. Yeah, I really like this song when I played. It's really mysterious, but in a positive way. It makes you feel like there's hope for the future. Lots of depth to this game about rolling shit up. Yeah, also the thing about One Piece, I'm just gonna keep talking about One Piece because that's really all I've been doing recently besides UX design work. And although I would show like what I've done like UX wise, the problem is that's gonna go on like a portfolio online later. And it's gonna have my real name on it. Lots of information on there that really shouldn't be known by anybody, so I can't show that publicly because it would tie it to me, unfortunately. So One Piece is all I can really go for right now. Even though, you know, because everybody knows, you know, you got Luffy, Zolo, Nami. But then there were a lot of characters that joined the crew that I didn't expect to. I just didn't know about them at all. And I'm so upset that I saw this spoiler. Oh my god, it hasn't happened yet. I don't think it'll happen for a while. It's a huge spoiler, I feel like. Although I hope it's fake. What some of my friends try and do when I get spoiled is like, my friend spoiled me on Breaking Bad the other day because I didn't play a game with him. He wanted to play Kirby Air Ride. I was like, no, I'm busy. So he FaceTimes me later. He's like, by the way, so-and-so dies. I'm like, you're a fucking dick. Not that I really had any interest in watching Breaking Bad before, but you know, I usually get to things pretty late. But then another one of my friends, we're all on a call together. I'm like, yeah, he spoiled me on this. And he's like, no, that doesn't happen actually. I'm like, what? So I guess that's actually the best way to like nullify a spoiler. Like if somebody tells you this happens, and then another person tells you, no, this doesn't happen, now you're back to the way you were before. Like you don't know whether it's gonna happen or not, so you're basically not spoiled. Well, I don't know if he was trying to like help me out by by saying that, or if it really doesn't happen. But either way, it kind of negates it in a way. There's a way through here. Okay, I'll go up there. Do I really care about that thing in One Piece? Yeah, I do. I can't mention it. I shouldn't mention it. I had this one phase. It wasn't really a phase. It was more I was trolling. Because there's this one study, quote unquote, because most studies are bullshit. You kind of really have to look into the methodology and what they did and stuff like that. You can't take it at face value. There was this one study I saw a while ago that said spoilers increase your enjoyment of media, which, yeah, that's obviously not true. How in the world could being spoiled on the plot of something make you enjoy it more? It just doesn't make any sense. It's the same, you're enjoying it the same way. Only thing is now you don't have the element of surprise. It's just complete negative. I forgot where I was supposed to go. Where am I meant to go? I've never used this mechanic before. Shit. Was it over here? It's a cool new area for me to explore and I don't know where it is. Also, this wall is just not climbable for some reason. So I started telling people, I was like, yeah, man, spoilers increase your enjoyment. So I started spoiling people. No, I didn't do that. I don't think I did that. I didn't start spoiling people. But it just became a meme that I kept saying spoilers increase enjoyment because a study said so. A peer-reviewed study, that's what we kept saying. Peer-reviewed study said spoilers increase your enjoyment. They don't. Basically what the study did is they made up like they made up like 3-page stories. They had a few participants and some participants, they told them the plot twists before they read it of these 3-page stories. Some participants, they didn't. And then afterwards, okay, I see where I'm supposed to go, by the way. Some participants, they didn't. So afterwards, they asked the participants, well, what would you rate the story? And it seems like out of only like, there's only like a dozen participants as well. The people that were spoiled rated it higher, but that's just, it doesn't make sense because it's just a 3-page story. They really didn't give a shit to begin with, and it was just like 12 people. Obviously, I'm really messing up these numbers. It might be like 100 people or something like that. Not even close to 12, but it was really stupid. It was just a really dumbass study that person did for some reason. You know, there's always shit like that. They talked about it on Trash Taste with Lily and some other people. Actually seem to like spoilers. Also have an IRL that doesn't watch anything without spoilers. That's crazy. Why? It just doesn't make sense, right? Unless, I mean, I can get... Honestly, I understand because the spoiler that I read makes me wonder. It's like, oh, what's gonna... I wonder what is gonna like come out of this spoiler. Like, what are the results of this gonna be? So I understand it, but it's still, you're still reading the same source material. So it makes you want to read it if you didn't want to read it before. If you hear about something cool, like, oh, now I'm interested. But the actual experience of reading it, it's kind of ruined now because, I mean, you're still reading the same story, but this time there's no surprise, if that makes sense. Everything kind of ruins enjoyment. The things I like best, I find out myself. True. In a way. Like for video games, like for Splatoon, for example, I like seeing people data mine the game to see like what weapons are coming, but that's not a story. So I guess it's not the same. It's specifically stories. Like being spoiled on a game's mechanics, that's probably different. I probably got into JoJo because of memes and they are spoilers. I suppose so, but they're not really spoilers. Sometimes they're not spoilers unless you have the context, but that's what I was saying. Like, I've seen One Piece spoilers my whole life, but only now that I know the context do they matter and are they a problem because I'm reading it. But I can't remember why I got into JoJo. Oh, I do! Wait, no, I was thinking about this literally last night. I don't know if you know Triple Q. He's a mashup artist. He also makes art, but he makes mashups on YouTube. He made mashups for like Siva Gunner as well, like back in the day. I don't know if he still does it. I don't know if Siva Gunner still exists, but I was actually listening to this last night. So back when I was like 15, I was really into Triple Q's mashups because I don't know, they were just really something about them really struck a chord. And one of his mashups was a Britney Spears song with Bloody Stream, the JoJo Part 2 opening. And I was like, wow, this is pretty good. I wonder where this song is from. And I was like, okay, it's JoJo. And I was like, this seems interesting. I'll read it. I actually, a lot of my media consumption comes from Triple Q. Like I see him make a mashup on something. Well, it used to be. And then I'd seek out the source material. And it would, because he's like a weeb. And it would be very, very interesting. I can't think of any right now at the top of my head besides JoJo. But yeah, I was listening to the Britney Spears mashup just yesterday. Very good. I like a few Steve Gunner mashups. I really liked them back in the day, but it was really a product of its time. It seems crazy to me that they're still going on now. I think they are still going on now, right? But I guess it's not really that crazy because I assume most of the people interested in them nowadays discovered them recently, right? Like it's got to be people younger than me at this point. Like other 15-year-olds now that I'm 22. Alright, now we can go back to the start of the stage and just get everything. Not literally everything. I'm not big enough yet. Crap, turn around, turn around. Okay. Yeah, the song's really melancholic. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Melancholic, but gives you hope. I'm not really gonna get that big. Not that it's necessary. I already beat the 6-meter threshold I needed. But I can go through the gate over here and probably pick up a few cool things. If it's even possible to get in here. Yeah, I don't like the level design in this game as much as I do in the sequel. It's kind of insane to talk about level design in a game like this, but no, it is a part of it. But yeah, Steve Gunner was cool when they were doing like lore stuff, which I get is a bit... I wouldn't say cringy. I don't like using the word cringe, but it's not. It just seems like a bit try-hardy nowadays. Like, oh, lore. Okay, man, I get it. Oh crap, I'm losing everything. Well, I did pretty good. Not 10 meters, but close. Oh, it's getting smaller and smaller. That's fine. I knew about him as a meme, but actually listened to his one-shot game mashups recently. Checked out others. They have a game? They developed a game? I didn't know about that. We have to walk the dog now, so we'll go back to space. Royal Rainbow. Let me turn the AC on. It's hot. Oh, it's so hot. It's not that hot. 25.5 degrees Celsius. Hot enough for me to have to turn it on. Not a fan of the X-Arc stuff. I don't know what that is. What is the X-Arc stuff? His mashups on a game's OST. Okay, I see. We're moved to tears by the size of this thing. This is so incredible. Happy, happy, so happy. We want to turn into a star right now. The thing that you collected the most of is fruit. Earth really is full of things. We will now release it into the sky. Another achievement. I think you get an achievement for every single stage. Oh, desert. Cool. Good cutscene. To be continued, okay. Minion arc or Minecraft arc. Minion arc sounds terrible. But yeah, I haven't been in the loop for a while, like in a while. Probably 2017 at latest. Although 2016 is probably more accurate. Okay, we'll make Taurus. Got away. Tell you the truth, we were also making a constellation, Taurus to be exact, a parent that leaves all the work to the child. Wait, you've said this already. Oh, I also didn't get the royal present last stage, I didn't see it. Roll us up 1 cow. Alright, another one of these stages, I'll only give it 1 attempt. I do not care. We smell a cow, always mooing noisy things. Hurry up and start rolling. Just 1. Give us the largest cow you can find. There's no way. Oh, also, after last stream, I read about this. Oh, fuck, I'm not big enough to roll up, you guys. I read about this after last stream. It turns out that this remaster of the game, it's Katamari Damacy reroll. Oh god. You guys are freaking me out. It has most of the stages have an increased time limit than the original, which now I understand why a lot of the stages feel... Actually, it's not a lot of stages. There's 1 or 2 specific stages where it feels like they take way too long to end. Like you've already gotten most of the things extremely easily and there's still a shit ton of time left. There's just pretty much nothing for you to do at those times. And I was wondering how they could have messed it up, because like the time thing seemed like something you really have to think about, make sure it's good. By the way, those traffic cones with cow patterns on them will count as a cow. And now I see why the times are fucked. It's because they fucked them in the remaster. I guess they thought it was too difficult, which, you know, it might be for kids, but the point is you're supposed to play the game over and over and get better at it, right? I just think it's kind of a stupid decision to make. But I don't know, maybe the times were really way too little. I'd have to play the original myself and find out. Is that white? Ah! Is that white sheep? Is that a cow or a sheep? I feel like it's gonna be like sheep-like cow and just screw me over. I'm not gonna deal with it. Gotta build up my size first. No! Oh, fuck. We didn't lose a small little cow like this. I know! I know, you put him behind a corner. It's not fair. Next time, get a much bigger cow rolled up. We will now release it into the sky with a deafening moo. I think there might only be 1 stage like this in the sequel, or maybe there isn't any. I saw that Katamari has merch and thought he'd be a fan because he seemed to be trying to be knowledgeable about the lore. Really, is there a... like, is it still being printed or is it like old merch? Because I only got into the series very recently. Like last year. Not last year. I bought this game on Switch in 2019, but I never really got too deep into it after like maybe a year later. Those are bullshit stages. They're just not fun. I guess there could be some fun to it, but I'm not going to replay them more than once to try and perfect them. Let me look it up. Fan Gamer. Is that official merch? Or is that like fan merch? Oh, I see. It's right on the front page. It's right there. It's the main thing on the website actually. I'm not a fan of graphic t-shirts, but I do like the mug. There's a really cool looking mug there. I'll take a look at these later. Thanks for letting me know about them. And I like the green hat too. But besides that, I mean, the posters are sort of nice too. Actually, they're pretty nice. Okay, I'll take a look. I'll take a closer look later. Oh, fuck, I can't read that. You ever been to Russia? We were there yesterday. We hope you can visit during the days rolling, like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. A royal present for the hard-working prince. That's what we were thinking. But we didn't bother to actually get one. But we're sure there's something down there, something that looks like a present. It's Earth after all, they have everything. Roll it up while you're at it. We'll try and find the present this time, but I do like my headphones. Oh fuck. Rats. will be rolling around town. The Katamari should be 12 meters. Alright, this is a long stage. Oh, okay, I already fucked it. I'd not buy because shipping to EU with most things isn't worth it. Oh, you're EU. I mean, I don't know where. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Because if it's from Japan, I'm definitely not getting it. I've never imported anything from Japan. I think the shipping costs are just too much. Although the yen is pretty weak right now, I hear. So it actually might be the best time to do something like that. Speaking of which, I read that on VT, by the way. The reason I read that on VT is because I saw earlier there was a Nijisanji announcement, which is very strange. They said they were releasing merch in partnership with this one company. I forgot what it was called, my bad. It was Nijisanji EN merch, but it was only being sold in Japan, which obviously doesn't make any fucking sense. It's aimed at English audiences, but only sold in Japan, which I mean, to be fair, the biggest majority of Nijisanji EN's fan base comes from China, so their import costs would probably not be too much, the shipping cost at least. But it's still a very baffling decision. I bought the Okayu and Korone figures. That's pretty cool. Are they like the Nendos? I don't own any figures. The thing is, I don't really own much in general because I live very far away from my parents, and I'm kind of in a situation where my place of living could change drastically year by year, like because I'm gonna start applying for jobs and I'll go wherever I find a job. I'll have small apartments in an expensive city probably. It's probably what's gonna end up happening, let's be honest. Like a high cost of living city. And you don't want to lug around a bunch of things when you're living like that. Oh shit. Like I only own the bare essentials. The thing is, it makes it hard for people to come over at my place because I only have like 2 plates. I'm like, okay, I'll just get paper plates. And then plastic knives and spoons. Our corporation is dumb on purpose is the question. Nijisanji has been pretty... They've been very strange with a lot of their decisions. But yeah, a lot of them... I don't think it's on purpose either. It's pure incompetence. Pop-up parade ones. I never heard of those. Or are those the Nijisanji ones? No, I've never heard of pop-up parade. Take a look at them later. Oh yeah, a cool thing this sequel has over the original is that you're able to choose the music before you select every stage. And usually I like just having the individual stage music playing because I like having variety. I like what the game you know, I really... Whenever I play games, I don't like it when I have to make the decision. Like sandbox games, I used to play Minecraft a shit ton, but nowadays I tried playing it like a few times on and off the past few years. I'm just not as creative as I used to be. I don't want to make the fun myself. I want the game to make the fun for me. Anyway, which is to say, I want the game to choose a soundtrack for me, but it's cool for people that want it. Okay, anyway, I need to go to the gate that I saw. It's really kind of not a smart idea to stay up here. Oh my... What are you doing there? Monster truck. Oh fuck. I don't remember this at all. Well, specifically the monster trucks. But yeah, you always want to go to the next area as soon as possible. It definitely has bigger things for you to get. Pop-up make affordable, but not the highest quality figures. I see. The only figures I've ever owned, and this was back when I was a kid at my parents' place, was amiibos, Nintendo amiibos. I thought they were so cool. And then just a few years later, I realized how fucking ridiculous it was. I was like, are you... Oh my god, I'm stuck! Shit. Yeah, I realized they were stupid. I mean, they're not stupid. Some of them are pretty cool, but the early ones were very shoddy. And I realized I was buying something. It's just like, it's basically DLC sold in the form of a figure. I was like, fuck. I really fell for this. I mean, to be fair, I was 15, so my stupid brain hadn't developed enough to realize it was stupid. But I was like, damn. Now I feel guilty about getting my parents to buy this shit. Why would you have people come over instead of watching VTubers all day? You know, I actually did that for a bit. I mentioned like before, I had like a year of my life where like all my friends moved away and I didn't know anybody in my city anymore. I just kind of stayed home all day, and there was a period where I was just watching VTubers all the time. That was like when Holo EN came out, like that's late 2020, yeah. And then I was gonna say I realized what the fuck am I doing with my life, but I kind of always knew it, but I was like, I don't know anybody, and I don't really know what to do. So I was doing that for a bit. I have those in the same headspace as Funko Pops. The amiibos, yeah. Although, you could argue, even though I really dislike Funkos, more just because of like, you know, the type of person associated with them. You could argue they're less bad than amiibos because you're not falling for like a marketing scheme to get you to buy DLC. You're just buying them because you want them. Well, you are falling for a marketing scheme, but not one so blatant, I guess. And, you know, I even had the gold Mario one. Oh god. And now they're never getting any use because I don't live near them. Even if I could use them. And you know what? There are ways to like cheat like getting amiibos because they're all NFC technology. And there's a way you can just get like a disc and you can connect it to a computer or a phone or whatever and just like input any amiibo data into that. So if you really want the DLC, you can do it illegally, but it's morally correct. Sort of. Yeah, I literally was a consumer. I feel so guilty about it. You know, I feel really guilty about spending my parents' money on things. Like, I was a dumb child. I wouldn't have known. Like, there's no way I could have known any better. But I always look back on like dumb things, and I always feel bad. I was like, damn, I got them to spend money on that. I was a fucking idiot. Like, I have a vivid memory of this one toy in like not even middle school, probably elementary school. I don't even know how to like explain it. I don't know if this was a worldwide phenomenon. I don't think it was because I never see anybody talking about these. I think it was only where I lived. It was just like, it was a dome-shaped toy. And what you did is you pushed, it was like a concave dome. It was empty on the inside. And you pushed the dome so it would turn inside out, right? And then you toss the dome on the floor, like you throw it on the floor like a bouncy ball, and it would like explode. Like the dome would invert again, it would just fly upwards. And all the kids had that. I always think about that. And I got my parents to get me one, even though it was probably really cheap, but still fucking stupid. And yeah, I've never seen anybody talk about this on Twitter or anywhere online. None of my friends have ever mentioned this. This must have just been a me thing. I had a 1-hour conversation with my mom or the Ooey figure. What do you mean? What did you talk about? Those things that jump. iDubbbz made a video on them? Oh shit, I guess it was a worldwide thing. Well, that makes me feel a bit better. Oh, I got a present. I didn't even see it. I wish I knew what they were called. Like I can't remember at all. Do you know what the video is called or what they're called at all? Alright, this stage. So I'm not sure if they actually increased the duration you had available on every single stage or just a few of them. Anywhere 5 meters. Okay. I was gonna say it's getting a bit stale, but we have a new area now, which is good. Onto the construction site. We're gonna be pretty huge this stage, but it's still not the biggest. Sec, I'm making a paragraph? Holy shit. Yeah, take your time, man. Also, I've been seeing this on Twitter recently. They're doing a VTuber. What the hell are they doing? They're doing like a VTuber uprising thing on Twitch, which is very strange. It just seems like it came out of nowhere and now it's happening. I don't really know what the deal is, especially because Twitch seemed to be very anti-VTuber for a while. At least, like, you know, like the mods and stuff. Not the mods, the admins, I guess. The people that work at Twitch, you know, they're all furries and shit. And even though furries and VTubers, you would think they kind of go hand in hand. Not really, but sort of. There are furry VTubers. It seemed like Twitch staff really had a vendetta against them. Because they weren't real women. And Twitch staff, as we know, are fucking creeps. They're weird. They're disgusting. This is like slander. But it's kind of true. Those police are fucking shooting me backwards. Alright, you guys... Yeah. Should have thought twice about that. What else can I get here? Am I big enough to pick up these trees? No, not yet. Definitely not these. The cars, though. Yeah, I think we'll be big enough for houses by the end of the stage, which is cool. But there wasn't... Oh, okay. There wasn't much at the construction site just there. Everyone talks about this unequal treatment on Twitch, yeah. I don't really watch streams very often, though. Like, I'm very much a bystander that gets his information secondhand. Like, the only streamer I watched consistently before VTubers, and you know, even then I don't watch VTubers consistently anymore at all. The only streamer I watched was Vinesauce. And I still watch him, but mostly VODs, as I've said in the past. Okay, we are very big now. Oh, we got the goal of 12 meters. That was, I was 7 meters just like 30 seconds ago. Holy shit. Oh my god. I do watch this one indie VTuber on Twitch, but I'll just refrain from saying their name. Because, I don't know. They're small enough that they could possibly hear this and then I'd be like, oh, I don't really want them to know. Because I use a different username everywhere. Alright, we're pretty slow now. But yeah, I'm not sure if this is one of the levels where they extended the timer because, you know, I pretty much got the goal within half the time limit. What was the time limit? No, wait, no, it wasn't. The time limit was like 16 minutes, right? A third of the time limit then. But Jesus Christ. I'm already rolling up the houses and shit, and it's 5 minutes left. There's gonna be nothing left by the time I'm done. And everyone's just screaming in pain. But yeah, I did at first, I wanted to stream often, and I kind of did it about a year ago. I tried streaming often. Like 4 times a week, at least. That was too much for me as well, even though it was only 4 days. And you know, I got burnt out very quickly, but it's still something that I'd like to try and do slowly. Like, I'm just not gonna force myself to do 4 streams every week like before, but I'll try and do it more often. especially because I'm starting school again, so I'm not sure how my schedule is gonna interfere with that, because I don't know how hard the workload's gonna be, right? But yeah, pretty much exactly what I said at the start of the stream. The thing is, just don't make any promises, and everything's gonna be all right, because no one can hold you to anything if you don't make promises. The 4 viewer groomable Manhattan. Exactly. I don't want to be groomed though. You know, I have this conversation with my friend a lot. We always talk about how it's so stupid. We always talk about how we were never groomed online, even though we were online, like on message boards since the age of like 11. He was like on message boards when he was like 9. It was crazy. Yes, I got everything. There's 3 minutes left. Fuck. And it's pretty funny because he had this one moment specifically where I think it was like the Mario Kart Wii forums, where a moderator messaged him, and he's like, "Wow, you're the youngest person we've ever had on this site. It's very nice to see you here." But like, it was in a completely just like genuine way. They weren't trying to groom her or anything. But it is weird how like we would publicly state our ages. Actually, I was a bit smarter about it. I wouldn't really say my age as much. But he just straight up, he was like, "Yeah, I'm 9." Then nothing happened. But it might have been long enough ago that those types of things didn't really happen as much as they do now. Like now it's a lot easier to do that if you want, I feel like. Not that I would know. Just a secondhand source, of course. There's some falling. Fuck, everything's gone. I wouldn't say I've been groomed, but? What do you mean, but? What are you talking about? Don't add a but there. But yeah, I think I was very smart about it. I never really said my age online until I was 15. And even then, I lied about everything else pretty much. I lied about my location. I lied about my history. I love to lie, but it was for the sake of protecting myself. But the funny thing is, like, those people that I met when I was 15, and I met them because we all played Splatoon together. Splatoon really like affected my life a lot, which is I guess a part of the reason why I have such a good, like, strong attachment to it. Like, all my internet friends I made from Splatoon pretty much. Yeah, there's straight up nothing left. There's nothing. So yeah, I lied to those people, but you know, over the, like, every few years or so, I'd like say something and be like, "Wait, you said the opposite, like when you were 15 in 2015. I was like, "Oh, I was probably lying." But it wasn't, it wasn't any personal thing against you guys. I was just trying to protect myself. Wait, I saw one other thing that was moving, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, there's people here. Wait, didn't I see a tractor somewhere? Oh yeah, you. That's not a tractor, that's a drill dozer. There we go. Have I seriously not opened up to people on Discord? No, like, these friends I have, but if you meet in public, then no. But like, I mean, this friend group is now like 30 people big, and I've known them since 2015. So those people I've opened up to, like, we know everything about each other now. Yeah, it was 7 years. 7 years is a long time. I think 7 years is the longest time I've ever held like a friendship before. Like, I've had friends from like elementary to high school, and that's about 7 years. So yeah, these might be, they probably will turn out to be the longest friendships, which is weird. Not really weird, but we all came together with Splatoon, which is cool. But ever since then, you know, yeah, I have my friend group. So then after that, I'm not really interested in meeting other people, and you just don't have as much free time to just play video games all day. And it's not the same anymore, right? Because we were on Skype back in the day, and although Skype chats are a lot more, they have bigger walls to them than Discords. Actually, I mean, I guess I can't really talk much about meeting people on Discord because I've never done it. I wouldn't know how people do it nowadays, but you know, you go on like servers and you do see like a lot of kids, and it feels strange to me that these people are like doing this on Discord. I don't know, something about Discord is weird. And by the way, I say I see a lot of kids, and because I mean I still am in charge of a lot of like Splatoon tournament servers, and you know, I played the game when I was 15. That's the main demographic of the game. There's a lot of 15-year-olds playing the game nowadays, and it's just funny seeing how stupid they are. We're moved to tears by the size of this thing. This is so incredible. Especially when you're a moderator, you just see everything. You're like, what the fuck? Like, we shut down the general chat of a tournament server recently just because people are being fucking idiots. But I was the same when I was 15, so I understand. Here's our royal present. Oh, a guitar! That's cool. I'll put that on. Collected the most of plants. Well, I collected everything, so... I've had a few friend groups, but I'm not interested in anything of the sort now. Yeah, I can understand that. It's kind of something that it's like a product of its time. I mean, it could still happen because recently I met some friends in real life who I feel like I've become close with. But I'm saying specifically online, it's probably not going to happen again. But in real life, you're always making friends, I feel like. Anyway, cutscene. I think we rolled up their father. Fuck. I lurk manga and RPG Maker game discords. And they do act stupid, but it's funny in an absurd sense. Oh, just like VT, I mean. Okay, make Virgo. Let's do this one. I really hope this isn't one of those collect the biggest of one thing. Again, we want pure girlish prettiness. There should be loads of maidens like those on Earth. Wow, cool Elden Ring reference. Okay, we gotta collect maidens. No maidens? No. This is another lucky day for the prince. Days like this don't come along often. Oh, because we're rolling maidens? Roll up as many as you can and make as maiden rich a Katamari as you can for a beautiful constellation for a super fat pretty sky. Oh shit, I missed that. You only have 11 minutes. Only? It's a lot of time. Look at this big girl. Oh, I didn't mean to fall. Ah! Alright. I kind of want to restart because there's nothing to pick up here. Yeah, I'll take you. This is probably the best song in the game. I used to lurk the actually I was gonna specify what it is exactly, but I don't think I should. There's this one anime Discord server that I used to lurk in, and I always wanted to talk there, but I just never did. It was out of fear. It was out of like, oh, I don't know if they'll like me, and I feel weird stepping into, like, I never found a conversation I could step into naturally. Like, I'd talk a few times, but only like under like 30 messages over the span of a few years. I don't know why I could never do it, but it really wasn't necessary because I already had friends. Like, there's no, I mean, you know, the more the merrier, but at some point you realize there's only so many friends you can support at one time that you can talk to often. And it's not bad to like have friends you only talk to occasionally. That just happens as time goes on. But if I already have friends that I like and I don't have the time to talk to, I'm not gonna make more on this anime server. They're probably all weird anyway. No, that's not true. That's just that's a stigma that I shouldn't hold against them. They were probably really cool. Actually, there was this one guy I thought was very interesting, and I actually DM'd him one time because I thought he talked a lot of philosophy, like about philosophers, and I DM'd him at one point. I was like, I'm very interested in your talk. It sounds like he's giving a sermon. No, I don't know. I just talked to him about a few things, but it never went anywhere. And then he deleted his Discord account soon after, so he's dead. Wait. Yeah, well, I don't mean he's dead, but I don't know what's going on with him. I think I really fucked this by falling off the bridge at the start. I think that had so many tiny things I could have picked up, but now my size is so small. I got no maidens. People seem way too close on those. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the impression I got. Like, people knew each other pretty well, and so there was no point for me to like step in. Also, there was a lot of weird drama with people going nuts and leaving the server for extended periods of time and coming back. And it's like, bro, it's a public server. You don't need to announce your departure and then come back. But you know, it's all type of shit you do when you're a kid. And yeah, like if you go on a server like that nowadays, I feel like it's mostly gonna be kids, so you couldn't even make friends anyway. Unless you're a weird guy committing weird acts. But no, that's not me. Anyway, I've been talking about the same thing for too long now. Point is, make friends by playing video games, not on Discord. Well, you meet them on... Fuck, I don't really have a moral of the story here. Moral of the story was things were better back in the day, and nowadays you just can't do it. No more Skype? Come on now. Skype? Dude, Skype used to be so cool. Actually, Skype is so fucked. You know, it reached the point... I don't know what the hell Microsoft was doing. After Microsoft bought Skype, I used to have a really shit laptop. But I mean, it was still good. It was just old, but I couldn't fucking run Skype. I couldn't run Skype. And then I kept trying to get my friends to move to Discord. And they wouldn't do it. But they did a few years later. I was like, I literally can't talk to you guys. It doesn't run. It's so fucking bloated now with random bullshit. I don't even know what that shit looks like anymore. It's amazing that it's probably still alive, right? I knew a few based guys on Twitter that used to schizo post about a manga I liked and got in their small circle, but I locked my account a year ago because I posted like 54k cringe tweets. I did exactly that. My account is locked. Not the desert account. Another one. I was wow, that should never see the light of day. Do you know Snips on Twitter? He seems to be very popular because he has this one meme image that gets posted all the time. It's of him. It's like from 2015 and it still gets posted to this day. It's oh yeah, it's a Tic Tac image. He's like he pings the Tic Tac. It's not a ping. He mentions the Tic Tac Twitter. He's like eating some Tic Tacs right now, and then the Tic Tac brand account responds to him. They're like, oh, nice. It's much better when you share it with friends. Then he says, I have no friends. And people keep posting that to this day. It's pretty funny. I didn't make it sound as funny as it was, but it was funny. It's probably still funny the first time you see it, but he's had a locked account for years now because people won't stop fucking just talking to him about that tweet. Not that he's famous or anything. It's not that popular of a tweet. But it just makes the circles every few years, every few months. Okay, now we're big enough to get a bunch of maidens. Look at all of them. They're screaming because they're so happy. Archiving my cringe for future me. No, it's not for me. What I do is not for me. I'm afraid of other people looking at this shit. I can look back on my cringe and appreciate it. Actually, one of my friends... they posted a video in our Discord today. So when Splatoon 1 first came out, people decided to organize a tournament the day the game came out. And it was really badly organized, and the tournament never ended. It was a tournament that went on for like 2 months. The reason is because they didn't really know how to run tournaments correctly back then. It was also just probably made by a bunch of kids. And so the idea was you play one match every week, and it was double elimination, and it didn't end. It never ended because the final teams didn't play their matches. And anyway, my friends and I, we played in that tournament, and I actually have a YouTube video uploaded of our first match in that tournament, and it's so funny. Like they posted it today, and I actually have like a really like a really cool 2015 type YouTube intro to the video. Like it's a really cool like music. It has like Mega Man X music, and it has like a logo that comes in, it like explodes and shit. I was like, wow, I do not remember any of this. Holy fuck. It was hilarious though. And we won that match, so at least we had that. Yeah, I was on Splatoon. We were playing Splatoon, the tournament for that game. Splatoon 1 came out in 2015. Founded by Googling if that guy's locked, yeah. I mean, he lets in people occasionally. Not that he tweets anything that you need to see. He still does schizo posts, which I think are hilarious. But, you know, everybody does that now. I wish I was as cool as that. Yup. 7 years of content creation experience. Starting with doing an awesome YouTube intro. Which is weird. You know, I actually had because like I recorded that with a capture card in 2015. And the story with that capture card is really weird. I don't remember how I got that capture card. Because I told my parents at some point, I was like, yeah, I want to record gameplay. It was an AverMedia capture card, which I don't know if that company still exists. But they were like the go-to company for capture cards before Elgato's. And basically, I told my parents I wanted to record gameplay before in the past, and nothing ever came out of it, seems like. But then I feel like one day I looked in my closet and I found this unopened AverMedia capture card, and I have no idea how it got there. I mean, my parents obviously bought it, but they never told me about it, and I don't know when they got it. I don't know if I found out about it like way after they bought it or something. I have no idea. It was just there in my closet one day. I was like, what the fuck? And I don't remember how I interacted with my parents after that. I don't remember if I asked them how they got it or anything like that. But yeah, it was like a miracle. And no, it wasn't like a Santa thing. I didn't believe in Santa until I was 15. I never believed in Santa because my parents didn't do Santa. I always knew it as the Great Santa hoax. Which is funny because I knew some kids that were actually, I think it was up until like I was 14. There was a 14-year-old kid in my school who he thought Santa was real. He was 14, dude. And everybody else knew at that point that he wasn't real. I always knew because my parents never did that to me. I was like, I didn't know that kids believed in Santa to that extent. I was like, you must be joking, right? Like, you know, it's not real, dude. You're 14. He was like, no, what are you talking? It's real. And it's also weirder because his dad was the principal of the school. That was the son of the principal. And like so I don't know. That doesn't really make much of a difference, but he could have just like gone to his parents during school and been like, Santa real? And they probably told him like, yeah, he's real. Of course he's real, even though he was 14. That's too old, right? I don't know what the correct age to reveal Santa is. I don't know if I'll let my kids believe in Santa. It seems kind of fun. Maybe I'll do it, but a lot of people say that I don't know if it's a joke or not. A lot of people seem like upset that their parents made them believe in Santa. We must hurry or the maidens will be bored. Okay. Quickly. We'll take the pretty rainbow back. My mom just asked me what plushie I wanted as a kid. That's probably better. Yeah, they did talk about it in Sleepy Cabin. Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. I think I was also thinking about Tomar. Actually, no. Yeah, Tomar is the one who he never believed in Santa too. But I mean, I don't know if I do it or not. It's fun, right? Like it's fun for the kids, but I don't know at what age you reveal it. Like it's got to be young, right? It's got to be like, it's definitely under 10. I don't know how old though. We smell it. What? What do you mean you smell it? The maidens? Oh my god, the scent of maidens everywhere. That is foul. Can't say that. What? There's 172 of them. 86%, not bad. The sky will be much more pretty, but of course, we will still be far, far prettier. Alright, let's just release it into the sky. They called him a liar for it, yeah. That's what Virgo looks like. That doesn't even look like anything. Imagine this. No, no. Alright, that's a stretch. That Virgo doesn't look like that angel or that maiden. Okay, I think I'll do one more game. One more stage, I mean. Because I'm sure this is the Make a Star, right? Yeah, Make a Star is gonna be long. Actually, this might be the final stage. Well, let's see. I don't know what that is. Okay. You ever been to Mongolia? We were there yesterday. We hope you can visit during the days rolling, like that's possible. Almost forgot. Oh, I forgot to equip my guitar. A royal present for your cousins on the space mushroom. Oh, okay. That's what we were thinking, but then we dropped it on Earth. We got a new one, so the one on Earth is yours. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. I got it. Today, you'll be rolling around the world. The Katamari should be 30 meters. Okay. 20 minutes. I mean, this could be the last stage. I don't quite remember. It would make sense if the stages ended on 10 rather than 9, but it's not necessarily a rule or anything like that. Oh, cool Champions Belt. I don't remember what the goal was for the last Make a Star stage. It was only like 18 meters? Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, it's hard to, you know, I'm pretty bad with sizes. You say 30 meters, I'm not really quite sure how big that is. I mean, I know I'm 175 centimeters. So I guess I can put it in those proportions. Pretty big, yeah, that makes sense. But this doesn't sound like final stage music, which is what's making me think it's not going to be the last stage. Wonder if astrology girls like Katamari. They probably would. Astrology is crazy, dude. Ah, stop. I'm stuck. Like, you see, I've never heard anybody in real life say this, but you see on Twitter all the time, there's girls that will say like, I won't date a guy unless, or no, I won't date a guy if he's like a Leo or Taurus. Like, I will not. Which is like, those people are probably terminally online, but you have to imagine they probably, I mean, they've probably been dating guys, and they probably have said that. Like, I know a lot of it's probably just a straight up like fiction. They just say it to get Twitter clout, but there's always real things like that. You know, like all the guys in VT. Might seem insane, but there are some people that are like that. A minority, yeah, but there's people like that. It's crazy to think that they exist. I mean, you know, the whole INTJ, what's it even called? Myers-Briggs personality test. That's the same thing for guys. I mean, people always say this is not really it's not a unique thing that I've pointed out, but it's true. And, you know, I knew a lot of girls that, like, were into Myers-Briggs as well. I mean, actually, it's the same thing. Although there are guys into it as well. It's still probably, like, a mostly girl thing. By the way, if you must know, I am an ENFP. At least the last time I took the test. What does that mean? Nothing. Doesn't mean shit. It just makes you feel better about yourself when you go on the website 16personalities.com and then it shows you, oh, Elon Musk, he is also an ENFP. I don't know if he is, I'm making that up. You're like, wow, I'm just like Elron. I knew this one kid in high school that he loved Elon. This was in 2018 though, so It was before Elon became more fucking schizo, but I hated that kid. They're like, oh look, he's launching the rocket. I don't give a fuck. Okay. He's probably smart. You know, Elon's a smart guy. Probably, but it's not like he earned everything himself. I mean, nobody does in this world, but he's not self-made, so I don't know if you can really call him that smart. Anyway, I should leave this area because there's a lot more stuff I can get here. Yeah, he's just like me. She just like me, for real, for real. You know that Chainsaw Man image people always post? It's like, he just like me. I hate that image a lot. I know it's a joke, but I hate it. It's an edit, it's not actually from Chainsaw Man, but it makes me not want to read Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man, it's not good, right? I've had two friends, I've known two people that have read it, and to be quite frank, I'm at a stage in my life where I don't really take like internet opinions that seriously, or seriously at all. Like, I don't care. I used to care a lot about game review scores. I'm sure like every teenager does, you know, if they like games. Care about movie scores, you care about everything like that. I don't care. The only thing I care about is what my friends think of it, because I know I trust in their taste. And if two of my friends said Chainsaw Man is mid, both of them, then it's probably mid. I hate it too, but I used it? What do you mean? Wait, what did you use? Review scores or 3 meters, just a baby? I know. Yeah, I know I fell apart too. King is a backseater. Oh. But at the very least, going back to the idea of streaming often, it's definitely not something I can keep up right now, but I want to see if I can stream 2 days a week. I'll start very slow. 2 days, very small. Yeah, I'll start very small. 2 days a week. Although maybe I should start with 1 day a week and see how that goes, because I can't even do that. But I think it's better to push yourself a bit harder. Is that the royal present? No, that's a. They said it was a top. What do you mean top? Oh, the for real me image. Yeah. It's just, I wonder what he says in the original dialogue. That's all I'm wondering. It's probably it's probably not that sad of a moment. He's probably just being a fucking dipshit because the girl in the background is like sick of his shit. Things like Kobeni. I don't know any of the characters. I'm also spoiled on Chainsaw Man. I know how, not the whole thing ends. I know one character dies, which is a big spoiler. So it makes me even less interested to reading it. I read all of Fujimoto's stuff in 2020 before the Among Us type fans got the Among Us type fans. That's a good way of describing them. I guess they're more, I would just call them Twitter fans. You know, I used to be addicted to Twitter, and I always told people like, no, Twitter, it's good, man. Twitter is good. It's better than Reddit. Reddit's cringe. Twitter's based. Twitter's no longer based. I think it started after like Tumblr banned porn. And I mean, I'm sure it was bad beforehand too, but for some reason it felt like I could curate my Twitter a lot more back then. Nowadays it seems like it's always filled with every type of person. I have to see every type of person, and there's just the most insufferable people there. So I stopped using it. Well, now I go on 4chan, so it's kind of a downgrade, you might say, but I find entertainment there. That's all that matters to me. He says something like, they all love me. Oh, okay. I don't know any of the plot. Actually, so I read like the first like 20 chapters of Chainsaw Man when it was still, like when there were only 20 chapters out. And then I never got back to it because I wasn't hooked enough to want to read it weekly, and I just forgot about it. But that's interesting that it becomes famous, I guess. If that's, unless he's like going schizo and he's not actually famous. I don't know. I'll figure it out for myself. Well, maybe I won't. I probably won't read it, but I might. Yeah, if you just follow Japanese artists on Twitter, you kind of wall yourself in a bit, and you don't get a lot of the dumbly cringe Western shit. But you're still exposed to some of it. But yeah, it's pretty good for art. I know Corey from Sleepy Cabin and Oni plays Spaz Kid. He's mentioned that before too. Fire Punch. That's not Fire Force, is it? I'll take a look. I think I've heard of it before, but I've kind of yeah, I haven't really watched much anime since I moved for university. Like after 2018, I've seen a few things. Since 2018, I've seen my Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I'm just like Corey, yeah. I've seen Full Metal, he's just like me. I've seen Full Metal Alchemist because I never watched it before. I kept watching Monogatari as more seasons started coming out because I was always into that. Even though if I watched Monogatari, if I was introduced to it today, I would probably turn it off because the first scene in that anime is like a panty shot. I'd be like, okay, I'm not watching this. But I watched it when I was 15 and I got through it and I was like, you know what? This is kind of good. Plot of Fire Punch sounds nuts. Yeah, what's the synopsis? I'm okay with the synopsis. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Okay, great. Fire Punch invented Kino. Wait, what? No, they didn't. What do you mean they invented Kino? Then Twitter ruined the word. I didn't know Twitter used Kino. I honestly haven't seen Kino used much, if anything, outside of 4chan. Monogatari's peak writing, but I've only seen one season and owned the novel. I wouldn't say it's peak, but I really enjoyed it. Also, I'm not really sure where to go. I mean, there's a lot of places I could go, but it feels like there's usually a very obvious path. I guess I'll just keep going this way. I just started watching Monogatari and I hate those scenes, but love the overall story. Yeah, that's the thing. It's unfortunate. But I'm glad you like the series. It's very good. Or maybe I only liked it because I was like 18 and I was like, wow, this is so deep. But I think it's good. It probably is good because actually I started watching Katanagatari a few days ago, which is another Nishio Isin. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry. Nishio? I'll just say Nishio for now. It's another Nishio novel that got adapted to an anime, and it's very interesting. Although I only watched 3 episodes and they honestly were pretty weak. I didn't enjoy them that much. I mean, they were fine, but it's just because it's a Nishio anime, I'm gonna watch it. And the reason I watched it is because I recently went on a bit of a Demolition D binge. I don't know if you guys know him. He used to be the coolest anime YouTuber. Now we have Gig Cuck. We have Gig Cuck, Sea Dog VA, and you know, Trash Taste. Sorry, I don't have any hatred towards those guys. I just think it's really hilarious to call him Gig Cuck. But Demolition, sorry, I shouldn't call him that. Demo. His name is Demo. He made a video on Katanagatari, and he said it was very good. He said the ending was incredible. So that's what's kind of got me watching right now. I watched the first episode, but it's 30 minutes an episode, not that enjoyable. I think it's actually an hour per episode, right? But yeah, that's the thing. That also got me very interested. It's an hour. And I've never seen an anime that had a runtime like that. It was an hour episode each, and they released the episodes monthly. Apparently, they did that to match up with the original release style of the light novel, where it was one, I don't know how they're serialized, one book, one novel a month. You know what? Can I get up here? You know, this actually seems like it might be the last level in the game. Because we're actually kind of exposed to the whole world right now. Right? Like, I feel like I could roll up everything given a few more minutes. Don't watch anime YouTubers, but watch Trash Taste. I mean, I don't know of any anime YouTubers besides Trash Taste at this point. Like, they've gotten so big that everything else is kind of a niche. And I don't know about any of them because I don't watch any. I don't watch Trash Taste either, but I'm sure they're cool guys. I knew Giga from back in the day, and I hated his videos because he seemed like an ironic weeb, but it feels like he's grown out of that phase and he now makes more analytical stuff rather than pandering to the YouTube algorithm stuff, which I'm sure he still does, but it's more nuanced now, I suppose. I say that without actually having watched any of his shit, but I remember I used to hate his videos. Like, holy fuck, I hated him. Not as a person, he's a fine guy, I'm sure. I just hated his videos. And I think it was Monkey Jones who kind of popularized the term gig cuck. I used to love Mumkey. And then, I don't know if you guys know Monkey Jones. He used to be not an anime YouTuber. He used to make ironic anime videos. And then he had a downfall because he cheated on his girlfriend. And things just went... I mean, it's a really long story, but things went downhill after that. They have pretty not mega deep but deep opinions. I only saw the first episode of Trash Taste besides clips, but yeah, you can't escape clips. I click on them sometimes. I've seen some of the clips of I forget the guy's name. I wish I knew his name. You know that one chubby guy? The chubby Asian dude who's a voice actor, and he used to do like skits on his YouTube channel. I don't know if he still does them. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, but I only watched the first episode of Trash Taste because my friend told me it was Kino. He didn't actually use that word. He just said it was good. He begged me to watch. He didn't beg me. He just asked me to watch it. And I watched it. And it was fine. What I did get turned off though, this was like 2 months ago, by the way. What I did get turned off though, no, I shouldn't have gotten turned off by this, but they were talking about how Attack on Titan is going to be so good. This was before it ended. They're like, I'm so hyped. And nowadays, being here, knowing how Attack on Titan ends, by the way, I didn't like the ending. I'm not going to spoil it, but I was like, oh, fuck. I wonder what they're going to think. Because I think to this day, they don't know what the ending is because they're anime onlys. I've read the manga. The board games guy. Oh yeah, he makes board game reviews now, right? ProZD, yeah, that's him. How much bigger can it get? Yeah, we're pretty big at this point. Even though we reached our goal of 30, we're going to keep going bigger. But yeah, I think this is definitely the final stage of the game, right? Because there's not going to be anything else besides this. Actually, wait, no. There might be a stage after this. No, wait, no, there's definitely a stage after this, I think. This is not the last stage. Which I know seems kind of crazy. Maybe I'm wrong. But I'll see. Oh no, 139, you mean chapter? I don't remember the chapter numbers. If you're talking about Attack on Titan, then I assume I know what you're talking about. But holy shit. I loved Attack on Titan. And then I hated it. I hated it so... Whoa! Did you guys see that? There is another stage. Okay. There were like Loch Ness monsters up there. Oh, I can't get up. Is there a smoother incline? I'm not really gonna try hard this stage now. I just want to see those. Ah, ProZD is a niche anime enjoyer, and it's based. He does sound, you know, I never really heard him just have a speaking regularly until that trash taste clip. Mystery creature. Okay, interesting. I guess it is the Loch Ness monster. And then I just went on his channel after that clip. I was like, oh yeah, this guy seems actually pretty decent. And I saw a video titled "Why I Don't Do Skits Anymore," and it's just him like lashing. Okay, he wasn't actually lashing out. He was just like, I'm tired of people asking me to do skits. I was like, you know what? This guy's kind of based. So yeah, I am not a fan, but I respect him. People will laugh over Attack on Titan's ending for 10 years at least. Dude, it's so shit. I can't talk about it. It's so fucking bad. I was in awe. Like I was hard coping. There was this one chapter. I think this chapter already happened in the anime. I'm still not going to talk about it, but people were theorizing like, no, this is all taking place in Eren's dream. It's not real. Like, look, in this one panel, he doesn't have pants, but then the other panel, he does have pants. It's a dream. But no, they just forgot to draw pants on him in that one panel. Oh, so ridiculous, because it was so fucking... Oh my god. Unbelievable. I can't believe they fucked it that badly. I'll talk about my thoughts on it when the anime airs. Which I don't know when that's happening. Like, it's been like final season part 1, 2, and now 3 is coming, right? How did they do? Dude, I don't know how they did that. Final season part 3? What do you mean final part 3? Fuck. I laughed at how much copium everyone was huffing. I was that person. Dude, I was with my friends on Discord. Me and this one of my other friends. Holy fuck. I'm like getting tongue-tied over how much I hated that shit. We were coping so hard. We're like, it can't possibly, like, it has to be like a dream sequence. The author has to be fucking with us. It has to be like a bluff. No, it was completely played straight, and it was shit. All right, stop what you're doing. I'll stop ranting about this. We have plans to get together with your cousins, so we'll go back to space now. Royal Rainbow, let's go. Cool LGBT, alright, 57 meters. We're moved to tears by the size of this thing. This is so incredible. Happy, so happy. We want to turn into a star right now. You did that fast. You had to go awfully fast. Okay, he's just praising me a lot, alright. I collected the most plants. Earth really is full of things. We will now release it into the sky. Yeah, I realized towards the end that wasn't the last level, because the last level, it gets a lot bigger. I'll actually play it now. I said that was going to be my last stage, but since we're so close to the end of the game, I mean, if it's just one last stage, or maybe it's 2 more, there might be a side stage, I'll just finish it now. Moon's gone. Right. Subverted your expectations. I think the author, Isayama, he said something about wanting to make people like sad at the ending. And you know, it was something like that. That's not exactly what he said. But yeah, I was definitely sad by how shit the ending was. Not because of how emotional it was or anything like that. We're gonna put on the guitar. So yeah, he did subvert he said something about subverting expectations. Okay, make the moon. Oh, that's the last level. And then there's a side stage. Well, okay, we'll do both of these. It'll take about another half hour, but that's fine. I have no like streaming stamina, by the way. For some reason I don't feel comfortable at all. Is it because our royal presence is missing? No, that's not it. Oh, that's it. We get it. There is no center. There is no belly button. There is nothing solid in the center of the sky. That's why it's unstable, off kilter, undignified and preposterous. He's just saying shit now. We remember now. It's the North Star. Didn't the Rent-A-Girlfriend author do the same thing? I don't know. I never read that series, but I have seen the spoiler of where, well, I mean, can I say no one gives a fuck? Like, if you care about Rent a Girlfriend, you're reading it already. The main character imagines himself getting cucked, and that screenshot made the rounds on Twitter. That's all I know about that series. Make it exactly 10 meters. The closer it is to 10 meters, the brighter a North Star will be. But there's a catch, or maybe two. How big the Katamari is to start with, nobody knows, but we will show you what 10 meters looks like. Okay. I don't know if is the top left what 10 meters looks like, or the one in the center. Okay, these stages, I think they have a few more of them in the sequel. I'm a fan of these stages. You have to make the Katamari as close to 10 meters as possible, and they don't tell you how big it is. Now, I'm probably not going to do very good. But I'm a good, I'm okay at estimating. We'll see, we'll see. I could kind of cheat a little bit by ending the stage right now, seeing how big the Katamari is to begin with, and then, replaying the stage with that knowledge, but I'm not going to do that. Didn't, as in write the worst story ever on purpose. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not well versed on anything about that series. Apparently one of my friends said he made his friend read the whole thing. I don't know how he got him to do that, but he said it was the shittiest piece of fiction he's ever read. Which is sad, because the main character is, I mean, the girl, she's pretty cute, which is probably the only reason everyone ever watched that. I'm stuck, I can't take that incline. So these people, like these are high school boys. They're probably around my height, 175 centimeters, I mean. So if they're 175, I'm probably about 4 meters tall at this point. I mean, I don't know if any of these things are measured in realistic proportions, to be honest. Like the humans and the items and such. It might just be a completely made up size. Am I gonna keep making VT videos? Yeah, I'm planning on doing them until I get sick of them. But yeah, I am planning on at least like one other one. I said I shouldn't promise things, but yeah, definitely another one. The thing is, for the latest video, I didn't like it as much as the others. I felt like it wasn't as funny as the others, and I didn't find as many screen caps that really made me laugh out loud. But it seems like people enjoyed it still, so I'll keep making them. And they're low effort too. Even though I want to make like high effort gaming videos, I said at the start of the stream, I've been working on a video and I kind of scrapped most of it. It's a Bomberman video because I wasn't happy with the quality. So it's kind of hard to get those right. But yeah, I do want to make a mix of VT videos and then videos about whatever I want to talk about. You should talk about the VT video making process. I might, hold on, let me read everything first. I mean, there isn't much to say about it. Every day I wake up and Fire Punch has not been gatekept. Hold on, I'm gonna type Fire Punch into Google just so that I don't forget to check it out after the stream is over. Too much numbers based thread caps maybe. Yeah, it might be. Actually, I think the reason is because, there's been a lot happening recently. Like, lots of debuts and such. And so I think what happens is most discussion is centered around those new debuts, right? And a lot of that discussion is also very negative. Like, a lot of people are being very rude, which I'm not saying they shouldn't be. You can be as rude as you want. But those aren't the types of things I want to include in the videos. I want them to be funny, not sad. So when the majority of posts on VT are just people just being dickheads, it's kind of hard to find good stuff. And it happens a lot with new debuts especially. So I think that's the reason why I wasn't as happy with the content. I say content. That's probably why I wasn't as happy. The numbers guys are for sure pretending. I don't think so. I can understand how at some point you start it ironically and then you actually get into it. I think we're getting close to 10 meters. I mean, how tall is this building supposed to be? That building's probably about 10 meters. Oh, I don't know. I want to get up here, but it's not possible. Climb up the wall. Also, all the ooey threads just talk about sexual assault. And although I can't put that in. It's not that I don't want to put in edgy things. I just want to make sure it's funny first and foremost, and there are some things that people will just think is too far. And the point isn't really to show an accurate representation of the board. Whoa, what? He stopped me. What did I do? What? Wait, how far up did I go? I did it on purpose. It was too big. Oh my, that was fuck. I'm trying that again. Can't you archive, dig, and bring up old classics? I am planning on doing that at least. There's the one Mori fart clip, if you know what I'm talking about. That's one post that I've been meaning to put in for a while, but I decided to leave it for a moment where there is where there's not much else. Because I was mentioning how I don't really want to include things that kind of berate or are just kind of mean to the people involved. And so that one's really teetering the line of like, is that appropriate or not? But I might include that one in the future. Also put them in. Yeah, I could put them in. But you know, I pretty much just put in things that I think are funny. In the end, it's completely down to me. And I try only to include things that I think are funny. Like, there's for example, there's this one ritual poster who says, Selene, I know you're here. Can you be my wife? Or something like that. And that post shows up all the time. It's always, every single day there's one of those. And I've never included them because I never found them funny. I'm sure other people think it's funny. But I try and use that rule of like, I only put in things that I think are funny, because you know, I used to make a lot of YouTube videos before like this channel, and I always used to try and make things that I thought other people would find funny, and not what I found funny specifically, and it never worked out. Like, no one ever really watched the videos. But you know, it feels like after I started making things that I found funny, that's when it felt like more people were watching them. Again, not that the numbers matter too much, but I mean, let's be real. When you put something on YouTube, you kind of want other people to watch it. I will never forget. I do love the the ones I included in the last video though. I forgot what they were specifically. It was just like Selene outfit or whatever, stuff like that. Those are funny. But the Selene I know you're here poster, that I don't think it's funny. I just look at it, I'm just like, stop posting this. which I guess is funny in a way, but maybe I'll include it. Maybe one day it'll just be so ironic to me that I'll start thinking it's funny and then I'll include it. So many of those and our wholesome 100. I don't know what you mean by the wholesome 100 ones. All the classics like Pretend I'm Pekora. Yeah, I probably might do some digging later, but I don't know. I don't want to be too disliked by the board is also something I'm kind of conscious of. Although, I mean, obviously just doing the videos are going to attract a lot of people that really hate containment breaking, which I think is a little stupid, although I understand the sentiment. But I want to try and not do too much. That's why the Mori fart thing as well is kind of teetering the line, you know? You think this is 10 meters? I mean, it might be. Let's check. We're not certain. We're not at all sure. That was only halfway! Oh, fuck! That's fine. I don't want to play that stage. I don't like those types of stages. Well, they're fun, but I don't like replaying them. You try not to anger the VTuber and the board. Yeah. It's kind of a stupid rule. But I mean, you can't stop other people from being angry, but I will not try and make the VTubers themselves upset, because they probably, I mean, they've probably seen the video. At least the first one. They've probably seen one of them each. I don't know, I just feel like it's not necessary to like be so rude to people online, and then there's no reason to put that even more in public than it is on 4chan. I've not seen this more. It was pretty funny. I'm not sure if it would be as funny if I were to show it. Like, there are some things that I don't include because you have to read a lot of text, and you know, by the time you read all the text, it's not funny anymore. So it's kind of a balance you have to strike. So we'll see. We'll probably see that one someday. Anyway, we'll do the last stage. Make the moon. I'm not sure why they stopped me earlier. Why the king stopped me in the last stage. Like, I felt like I probably wasn't that much bigger than 10 meters, was I? Do you know Esperanto? No. Maybe we'll invent a cosmic Esperanto. I don't know what that is. Yo, what's up, Arseny? Oh yes, another royal present. We felt bashful about handing it to you, so we left it on Earth for you to pick it up. You can roll it up while we're making the moon. I like the way you don't read everything. Is that a joke? Today you'll be rolling around the world. Well, the king. Oh my god, 300? It was 30. It was 30 last stage. Holy shit. 25 minutes. Alright, this is gonna be a long one. I mean, the king repeats himself a lot, so I don't want to keep reading the same things over and over. Oh yeah, this has the iconic song. Okay, this is the final stage music. You know, let's turn it up a bit. It's a construction. Oh, it's a constructed language. Is it? No, I don't think so, right? It sounds Spanish. Oh crap. I mean, kind of the setting of this game, even though we're in the same part of the world every time, the king talks about how he goes to different countries, so I think it's an actual thing. There's a good Pippa thread right now. There's been a lot of Phase Connect shilling going on recently. It's definitely not natural. But they're funny, so it's okay. No, it needs to be louder. This is a great song. I think Siva Cutter did a good mashup or a rip of this one, whatever you want to call it, back in the day. Well, you say Siva Gunner, but that's a group of people. I don't know who made the song. Sorry, no proper credit. Also, I also haven't been going on VT as much recently in general, which means I'm missing out on a few posts, but I've been going the past few days. I do like the current arc of Reggie's. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name. The new Holostar. Reggie's? Altair. The Altair Cuck situation. That's good. HIPAA tribute. I wasn't even there. Holy what do you mean? I don't even know if I want to know about this. There better not be an actual picture. Yeah, phase is inclining. But still got a ways to go. But they will grow. And you know, honestly, what's very surprising to me recently is how some of the Nijisanji English girls have grown. By the way, if the music's too loud, somebody let me know, because I have a hard time with music mixing with my voice. I'm not sure how much is too loud, how much is too little. So please do let me know if the audio is not great. But like the Niji En girls have been inclining quite a bit, especially Enna. And I was really surprised because, you know, usually with corporate VTubers, or I mean, I guess this applies more to Hololive English, they kind of start huge and then they kind of just stay the same, or their numbers just go lower and lower over time, which I guess is kind of a result of just how big they are. Like, it doesn't seem like they're growing in sub count, so I don't mean sub count, I just mean concurrent viewers. Like, it seems like Hololive just goes down, but Niji En girls are going up, which is really surprising. Like, I never expected that, especially because, you know, the boys. Turn it up? Should I really? I feel like it's very loud already. It was nuked. No archives of the thread exist. There's no way. No archives. How's that even possible? Oh, fuck. I'm probably not doing very well for time on the stage right now. Not that I want to achieve the objective, just that I'm not gonna sweep the whole map. I'm kind of missing. I feel like there's definitely like an area with a lot of objects that I'm just not seeing. I mean, yeah, there's all you guys here. I mean, I might be doing all right. It's really hard to tell whether how good you're doing in these types of games. Well, these types of games. This game. I feel like, isn't the Katamari concept patented? I think it is. So like no other games are allowed to do anything with the same concept of you rolling up things and getting bigger and bigger. At least not quite so similar. I watched a video about like patented game ideas the other day. It's a really weird one. Actually, I feel like a lot of people know about the loading screen minigame patent. I don't remember what company patented this, but there is a patent against having like mini games in your loading screens during games. So the reason we have like blank loading screens with nothing to do in them is because one company patented the idea of having like a smaller like thing to do during loading screens, which is really bullshit. Then another one, which is really weird, was Simpsons Hit and Run. Or no, Simpsons Hit and Run got sued, I think, because they had a dude, seriously, where are the objects? They had a mechanic in their game where there's an arrow that points you in the direction you need to go, and that's patented. You're not allowed to have an arrow in front of your car pointing at the direction you need to go, which is insane. I found the Phase Connect General both before and after it, but not it. I do have the Art of Pippa that I used before it got soiled. Jesus Christ. I mean, it would be funny to see, but I'm not gonna go out and look at that on my own. You know, have you guys seen the Toa tribute? That one's fucked. Because she actually DM'd the guy to take down the image. And like it was an English speaking guy, so she DM'd him in broken English. That's so fucked up. I want to get in here, but I can't. Fuck this giraffe. Oh, there we go. Don't worry, it's exponential. We might be 6 meters now, but we'll definitely be like 500 by the end. What are we talking about? Sorry. I'm so sorry. This just sounds like psychotic to somebody that doesn't know about any of this. So, we're just talking about what goes on the VTuber board on 4chan, because that's what most popular videos are about. So it just it's only natural that we devolve into that kind of discussion. But I mean, it's 4chan, and it's funny, but it's also really fucked sometimes. But I don't think that the tribute, sorry, I'm gonna stop talking about the tribute after this. I don't know if that was a 4chan guy or if it was just like a random dude. I mean, it was a dude on Twitter, but he probably browses the boards. Like, why would you do that? If you don't know what a tribute is, well, I don't know. You could look it up. I just don't. Yeah, there's some things I just don't feel like saying out loud. Okay, we're growing. We're growing though. I can get these mushrooms down. Oh, not yet. Okay, in a second. Wait. I probably have to get to 10 meters before I can get those mushrooms. I can't get the totem pole either. Did she really acknowledge something like that? Yeah, she did. No, I still see screenshots of a post to this day. I don't know why. I don't know why she asked for it to be taken down. Just leave it. Just act like you've never seen it. At least that's what I would do. But I don't know. I'm not them. I might have to go for a bathroom break in the middle of this level, but I'll try and hold it in. Okay, we should be big enough for the mushrooms now. Oh no! Yeah, there we go. Alright. Get all these cows. What else is next? Okay, so this VTuber... You know what? I'll explain, okay? Because this just sounds like psychotic to anybody else. If you don't know what a tribute is, well, it's a common tribute, okay? I'm sorry, but it means you print out a picture. You print out a picture, and then you nut on it, and then you take a picture of that. You post it online. That's what a cum tribute is, okay? So there's this one VTuber, and if you don't know what a VTuber is, it's a virtual YouTuber. It means it's somebody that basically mocaps their face onto an anime avatar and streams using an anime avatar. Well, it doesn't necessarily need to be anime, but that's what it's been popularized as. So this Japanese VTuber saw a picture of a tribute on her on Twitter, posted by some English guy. So she DMs the guy in broken English, asking him to take it down. That's it. Jesus, man. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for talking about it. I shouldn't have brought it up ever to begin with, but yeah, that happened. Anyway, look at this cool game, guys. Rolling up everything. Alright, we're almost at 30 meters already. That was last stage. I just feel disillusioned after that whole thing. Holy shit. You know, it's crazy how, oh my god, we're growing. It's crazy how much saying things out loud changes your perception of them sometimes. I don't remember when this happened. Like, there's some cases, I can't really make a funny story out of this because I don't remember what, but sometimes I say some like fucked up shit to my friends, and then I'm like, wow, now that I say that out loud, I realize how terrible that was. I really shouldn't have said it. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna bother climbing up walls because it just doesn't work out half the time. Cool, let's check out this depot. I don't know what you'd call this. I'm just losing everything. Okay, now I'm huge. Holy, oh. Wonder if male VTubers have gotten tributes. Yeah. I mean, probably. I don't want to. Let's stop the tribute talk. Who was the girl? I'll type it in chat. There. It's Toa. Look at all these people screaming. Oh my god. It would have been really cool if they actually, because you know the king always goes to different countries and talks about his escapades before each stage. It would have been cool if every stage took place in a different country. Well, not every single one. Like each country could start with like a small Katamari stage where you build up to like 1 meter and they all get bigger and bigger. But no, it's all the same overworld in the end, which is cool in and of itself. But it would have been cool if they had multiple overworlds, you know what I'm saying? That's that's asking for way too much. I'm not saying that this isn't good, this is amazing as is. I do want to play, honestly, playing this really made me want to play all the Katamari games. Even though a lot of them, after the creator leaves, the original developer, a lot of them are sort of rehashes. They take like the older stages and remix them, but it's probably not so bad if you play them with like a lot of time in between them. Like you play Katamari this year and then next year you play like a remixed version. That would be cool. I'm stuck. Oh, this sucks. The collision detection, not the collision detection. Collision detection is fine. Oh, I could have gone here when I was 60 meters. It's just that you get stuck in some awkward positions really easily. Which is probably like the only fault of the game. Now you might be wondering, how the fuck are we gonna get to 300? I mean, we're getting everything and it's already 100. It can't get that much bigger. Well, take a look. Okay, it didn't work. Wait, take a look. Oh, we're actually picking up the entire fucking island. So we're actually going to be picking up all the land masses soon. How many Katamari games are there? I'm not sure. There's a lot though. There's like over 10, I think. Some of them for like different platforms than the PlayStation. Some of them are spin-offs. But only this and the sequel, the original, like only the first 2 games are created by like the guy who was the mind behind the series to begin with. So those are like the main games that people really like, and the others are kind of soulless rehashes, but they're probably still fun. Alright, let's take this bridge. Holy fuck. No! I like glitched a little bit. And yeah, the song is really good. And the sequel has better music. You can imagine that. I just feel bad for these people. I'm shocked I've never seen this game before. I'm actually not sure how popular it is. I mean, it's very popular, I'm sure. It was popular enough to get like multiple sequels and stuff. But yeah, I never really saw many people talk about it. I think the way I discovered the game Especially because they haven't re-released any game except for this game. This is a remaster of the original. I originally saw it on the Game Grumps a really long time ago. This must have been like 2013, 2014. But yeah, I never played it myself until this remaster came out in 2000. It was 18 or 19. Yeah, all right. Now let's try and roll up the entire world. Oh crap. 200 meters, huh? Still just a preschooler. I don't think so. It's definitely bigger than one. The music's popularity is kind of on the same level of Persona, really. I mean, you always see like YouTubers talking about the music, I suppose, but never really see people besides that talking about the game. Oh, and honestly, never played Persona, but I can't think of many Persona songs myself, at least. I mean, you know, there's that one dancing Persona meme music that everyone always posts. I can't remember what it sounds like, though. Oh. Whoa, whoa. Why is it so white? Is the cloud in the camera right now? That's probably what's happening. I can't pick this up yet. Oh, fuck. Well, we're almost at 300. I can't pick up all the land masses yet. I need to be bigger. There's also a whole tornado I can get eventually. Can I pick you up, octopus? Yes. You guys? Oh, well, some of it. Oh yeah, you never see it coming. That's right. That's a popular one. I would have probably loved Persona if I had played it when I was like 16, but I don't want to devote myself to a game that long now. Oh my god, okay. What a nice Katamari, so pleasant and dreamy, but we would love to have a much bigger Katamari. Yeah, you'll get a bigger one. I got 8 minutes. Okay, now it's just sad to see. Oh, I'm stuck where the Loch Ness Monster was. And at this point, it just gets mindless. Clouds have collision. Yeah, you can get the clouds. I can also get the tornado, I'm sure. Where is that? Oh, there's one right here. I can't even do a... Oh, I'm not big enough for the tornado yet. Okay, we'll get it soon. Alright, you guys. Get on. I'm not even, it's just a land. It's not even a person anymore. Oh. Oh yeah, the rainbow. I can also get the rainbow. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's actually circular. That's actually true in real life too. They go beneath the earth. Alright, now it's really just picking up the scraps at this point, isn't it? Tornado? Oh yeah, we got the tornado. Nice. Volcano? Oh, we got the volcano too. Well, it wasn't a volcano, but yeah, this is just relaxing, you know? Great game. The clouds are still raining even while we're rolling them. That's cool. I wonder, I mean, people have definitely gotten every single possible object in this stage, right? But you'd have to be really meticulous about it. I don't think I have the patience for that. I'll keep going. You can't end the stages early, so I will keep going, but it's getting a little barren, isn't it? I'm upset at Ui only having one type of schizo post. I think that one's good enough. I don't think any other ones require. I saw one today. You know, it's there every day. Actually, there's a thread I've seen for the past like 5 days. It's Toa is making her way to page 11, and she's like on page 1 every fucking day. No one's letting her get to page 11. It's sad. Oh, we got angels now. Alright, we definitely did our job. This is above and beyond. I'd like to see if we can get to 1 kilometer, but I'm not sure if there's enough stuff. Actually, no, there probably is, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. By the way, I mentioned having to pee at the start of the stage. I really gotta go pee, but I kinda liking this. It would be a shame to pause it now, so I'm gonna try and fight through it. It's just nothing left. This is probably one of the stages they increase the timer on the remake, because you really shouldn't have this much time. Like, there's nothing here. I should show you how I browse VT on stream. No. I'm never doing that. It's too risky. I also just don't want to do it on stream. That seems a bit tacky to me for some reason. I like the compilations a lot better. Most tubers hold their pee. Damn, everyone's gonna damage their bladder one day. I'm just terrible at. I always hold in my stuff. I don't know why I do it. It's okay. I've come too far at this point. All right. I actually don't think there is enough to reach 1 kilometer. Like, right? There's nothing left. There's no way. They probably don't have the game to program to actually display 1 kilometer, so that's not happening. At this point, the clouds are probably my best bet for growing. Oh, I missed it. Turn around. Okay. Slowest turn ever. Probably a habit I picked up from my school days, yeah. Isn't that kind of... Isn't it ridiculous? First off, that you have to ask for permission to go to the bathroom in school, and second, that some teachers can tell you no. I've never had that happen to me. I've never been told I couldn't go to the bathroom, but I believe people when they say they've done that. Which is... What the... Like, what do you mean I can't go to the bathroom? We're all outside the stage. No, I don't think you can go. Oh, it's blinding. Oh, wait. Oh, it takes you to the other side. I didn't know that. That's interesting. I guess that's pretty good if you want to get 100% completion. Wrong. They release it on their boyfriends. That is disgusting. Don't say that. All right, you know, I thought I was doing bad on time at the beginning of the stage, but look at this. It's a disaster. I've held it in till going home because bathrooms at school are disgusting. I've done that too. What I kind of dislike about the place I live, although there's not many things I dislike, is that none of the metro stations have bathrooms. I understand why, but I feel like they should. So whenever you're taking the metro, and you're underground, you're kind of fucked. You have to leave the metro, go above ground, find like an establishment that lets you use the bathroom, which means now you have to buy another metro ticket if you haven't made it all the way to your destination. It's really strange. I understand that the problem is you need to hire people to clean the bathrooms, and also it's gonna be home to a lot of fucked shit. Like, well, I'm thinking about drugs, but you could also have weird sex crimes in there. So I understand why they wouldn't want to have that, but it sucks for me who doesn't have a car. All right, we're done. It's blinding me. I think we made it to heaven. Yeehaw. What? It's floating, but it's not a dream. Have you ever gone to a restaurant, a resident, and buy something just to go to the toilet? Not a restaurant, but definitely something like Starbucks, yeah. That's probably what you meant. How supple this silhouette, this substantial heft. This mellifluous mood, and the rising tide of familial love. We are moved. Oh, so fast. Thank you. What is with that speed? We cannot handle it. We must split. If we do not split, we'll drop dead. When it gets this big, it's hard to tell what you have the most of. Obviously, it's nature because it's made up of the fucking land. Earth really does have a lot of things. We will now release the moon into the sky. GG, yeah. I think that's the final stage. That doesn't look like the moon. Oh, we got Pangea. What? Oh my god! We are exhausted. The sky is done. The sky is complete. We are tired. Alright. We? What do you mean we? Sweet piss? No! Rolling a Katamari is very hard, right, Prince? Wasn't it hard? I feel like I'm being mocked for some reason. Well, it was hard for us as well. To watch it from the cosmos was very hard. So boring. Okay, I get it. Today will be a party day, especially since the prince is finally 2 centimeters taller. We must celebrate. Mother, we need cake. What do you mean we need cake? Alright. We beat Katamari! We did it! Not like it was difficult, but it was definitely fun. I don't think I've ever seen this before. I think I skipped through this. Like, I skipped all the cutscenes when I played the game on my own. The moon looks like it's made of cheese. Wow. I guess the... Fuck. I got the real Katamari are the friends we made along the way, I suppose. So what does this represent, do you think, guy? What does this mean? Yes, what is the... What is the subliminal mean? Not subliminal, fuck. I should play his other game with the toilet characters. Yeah, I'm planning on playing that. I will. 880 meters, nice. That's probably Katamari Damacy in Japanese. Oh, I think it's actually Damashi. There's the moon. Oh, I can roll it. Okay, wait, is there actually... Is there actually anything to roll though? Oh, there is. Oh no. It means hard drugs. Wait. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Oh man. Wait, why am I so zoomed out? If I knew there was gonna be an interactive credit sequence, I would have gone to the bathroom beforehand. Oh, the music's really good though. It represents the influence of chubas on modern society. And yeah, I wasn't panicked. I just really had to go. Sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Next time I'll be smarter and take breaks when necessary. This is beautiful. Look, we got Zimbabwe, Botswana, Argentina, Chile. I wish I had started this before it zoomed all the way out. I can't see a thing now. Oh, it's over. Well, I fucked it. I didn't 100% the credits. Amazing game though.
Wow, Katamari に巻き込まれて家族揃っての月旅行になっちゃった。星空がとても綺麗だな。ふふふふふ。
Oh no. Was my mouse on screen for the entire stream? I really hope not. Anyway, that was Katamari. I hope everybody enjoyed. No, okay, that's good. I would have been really upset if that were the case. Oh, the moon is there. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I thought that was a new stage. Awesome. Wait, I don't know what these Eternals are though, actually. They might be extra stages afterwards. Whoa! Oh, the ending. This is cool. I've actually never looked at this after beating the game, because the first time I beat the game I just turned it off immediately. Never did the credit sequence either. How on God's green earth did I miss half of Africa? I'm sorry, I had to go to the bathroom. That's why. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching. I don't know, I don't have any schedule, but I'll probably be streaming again sometime soon. And I will try and get the Barman video out sometime. No promises. I'll see what I can do. And you know, a new VT video will come out probably every 2 months, as has been the standard so far. But yeah, I'll be ending the stream now, guys. And thanks for stopping by again.